parting my hair. I just took it out of the slick back it was in, so now it looks a little crazy. And ignore the mess in the background as well. Just ignore everything. Okay, so as you guys can tell from the title, I am on a cruise and it's so fun. Today is Sunday and we stop at our first port tomorrow, and it's in Mexico. I don't remember where in Mexico, but it's in Mexico, and we're gonna go scuba diving. I'm scared and excited at the same time. I don't really know what to expect. I've never been scuba diving before, so I'm like, I don't know how to feel. Yeah, and then after that we're going to Honduras, which I'm really excited for too. I want this vlog to be kind of like a collective vacation slash hobby slash vacation, you know, kind of vibes. So it might be all over the place. So I am currently reading War Deep. It's by Freida McFadden, because y'all know Freida McFadden, like I go through her books like this. They're so good and they're so fast paced. The premise of the book is basically this girl, she is a medical student, and I think in order to get her medical degree she has to learn different types, she has to go into different specialities. I don't really know how it works. I'm not a medical student. I didn't really pay that much attention in the beginning of the book, but basically she right now is in her like psychiatric unit, and for her, I guess for her grade, she has to go into a psychiatric ward, and she has to go into one called Ward D, which is like the bad one. It's like locked up with a keypad and everything, so I don't want to say inmates because it's not jail, but the patients, there we go, the patients can't leave, and so she has to go work there overnight, and just a bunch of crazy stuff happens. She ends up seeing somebody, like one of the patients there is somebody from her past that was really important to her, and you just see a lot of things unravel. There's lots of plot twists, I'm assuming, and I already have a predicted ending in my head. Like I feel like I know the plot twist, and I don't know if I'm right or not. I hope I'm not right because I don't like guessing the plot twist, but I feel like I'm right, and I will put on the screen if I'm correct because I swear I'm correct. I have to be correct. But anyways, I mean, give me a book about mentally ill people and I'm gonna read it. Make it a thriller? Oh, I'm gonna read it. I like to, like, the mind is such a crazy thing. Like, your own brain can turn on you, which is really scary, but I want to read about it. So that's what I'm currently reading, and I downloaded so many books on my Kindle, and I downloaded another book on my phone to listen to because I refused to enter another book slump, so I made sure I had so many options. I want to finish Word D tonight because I started it yesterday and I'm already about 70% in because Freida McFadden books just go by so fast. But the problem is I love her so much that I read most of her books and then I'm able to guess all of the plots, which is my fault because I read all her books. I am going to change into my PJs and we're gonna read Word D because I'm so excited. I really want to finish it tonight. I just love when a book is good. Like any Freida McFadden book can get me out of a slump real quick. If you guys are looking for an author to get you out of a slump or a book to get you out of a slump, check out Freida McFadden if you haven't already because her books are so tasty. I just got out the shower, so don't mind my hair. But today we went scuba diving and it was so cool. I've never been scuba diving before and we went like 35 feet. It was so scary but so cool at the same time. I had a lot of fun. I finished Word D last night and it was so good. I literally was on the edge of my seat, like on the edge of my bed last night while I was reading it because all that trash that I was talking and I never guessed the plot twist. I never even like thought about, like I never even considered that to be the plot twist. So I can't even lie, it did get me and it was so good. Like I was in between a 3.75 and a 4 and I just rounded it up to a 4 because it was so good and I read it so fast. But now I started Love Redesigned, but like that book is like 400 pages and I don't know if I want to get into a long book on my vacation. I'm trying to keep them short so that I can read a lot. So I might read something else instead. I'll have to see. But if I do start another book, I kind of want to start another thriller because I'm like in the thriller mood now. I swear every time I read a thriller, I like read only thrillers for like a month. Thrillers are just so addicting. You read them too much to the point where you just start guessing everything and then it's not fun anymore. I think I'm gonna start a different book. I don't know what book. Probably, I'm kind of like regretting the choices that I downloaded. I want to read something else. I kind of want to read another Freddie McFadden books because her books are just so addicting. Like once you read one, you want to read another one. And I'm also supposed to be reading like romances and like summary YA books for vacation, but I just can't help it. I need a thriller. And I feel like thrillers are just so much more fun when you're on vacation because it's like you're in a building or you're in a boat or you're in a place where you don't know anyone. And so when you read a thriller and you start seeing people, you start getting suspicious and then you start like getting, like, you know what I mean? So I feel like it's really enhancing my experience because when I'm reading this at night and I hear people walking outside and I hear like banging and stuff, I'm like, okay, so I'm in between starting Pretty Girls and Local Women Missing. I'm going to figure out which one is shorter and that's what we'll read. Okay, we're gonna read Local Woman Missing because it's only 300 something and Pretty Girls is 422. So we're gonna do Local Woman Missing. I'm sorry. I'm back. Today's port was a stop at Costa Maya and it was so pretty there. I got some footage and I got a massage for the first time, which y'all know I've been needing because crocheting literally ruins my back. So I got a much needed massage and it was so nice and it was beautiful because it was in like a cabana kind of thing and you could hear the outside world, like, because it was outside but it was like in a cabana, so it was like kind of secluded, but you could hear everything outside and you could hear all the birds and all the live music and it was just so relaxing. It was really nice. And then after that we just had a beach day and then we came back and I went and took a little solo trip and got some dinner and then I went outside to read for a little bit. I wish I took you guys because it looked so pretty. I'm about 70% through my book and it's really good. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a thriller though. I would say it's more of a mystery. I don't know if I put it in the thriller category or if the book is labeled as a thriller, but in my opinion, if it's labeled as a thriller, I would say that it's more so a mystery because I don't get like thrilled. I was thrilled in the prologue. The prologue was like 20 or 30 something pages. I don't remember how many pages it was, but it was a long prologue and it was a thrilling prologue. So I thought the rest of the book would be thrilling, but the rest of the book is sort of like a murder slash missing mystery and it's good. I just want to say it's a thriller. So that kind of bummed me out a little bit, but I'm still really liking the book. I'm hoping to finish it tonight. And yeah, that's really all I have going on right now. I'm gonna throw this clip back. Because it's a couple of days and I realized I never explained what this book was about. I don't really know how to explain it without giving it away. Just know that it's about a family. 2 of them went missing. One of them was kidnapped for 11 years and then she mysteriously comes back and now they're trying to figure out what happened to her, where she's been, because she has like PTSD and she doesn't really remember what happened and she doesn't remember her family. And there's just a whole lot of stuff going on. There's a whole lot of twists and you just gotta read to find out. It's very interesting, it's very intriguing, and I recommend it. Thank you. That is it. You may go back to old me. Hey guys, it's the next day. Today we are in Honduras. We're in a little island in Honduras. It's so pretty here. We're gonna go outside of the boat. Not outside of the boat, but we're gonna go outside on the boat and read. I actually finished Local Woman Missing yesterday and I rated it 3 stars. Again, I didn't really get a thrill. I more so got a mystery vibe from it, but it was still pretty good and the mystery itself was also pretty good. I stayed engulfed through the whole story from beginning to about 60%, and then after that 60% mark I was able to guess like the rest of the story, so I wasn't as engaged. I didn't guess the plot twist till again about 60%, and it was a pretty big plot twist, but it wasn't one that like made me like gasp and go crazy. It was kind of one that was like, oh okay, like they weren't at the top of my list but they were still on the list, you know what I mean? And then today I went ahead and started The Bodyguard by Catherine Senner and I'm on page like 3 or 4. No, I'm on chapter 2 and so far it's pretty good. I want to go outside and get like the summery vibes while I read this because I don't know if this book is summery, but it's a rom-com, so like that automatically gives me summer vibes. Like you don't even need to be in paradise. Just give me a rom-com and it's giving me paradise. You know what I mean? Something else I really appreciated about Local Woman Missing and about my Kindle is that the book had a lot of words that I didn't know, and with your Kindle you're able to hold down the word and it'll tell you the definition. So I learned a lot of new words reading that book, which I really appreciate. And then they store it on like a little dictionary on your Kindle so you can look at all the words you looked up. So that book taught me a lot, and I'm thankful for my Kindle for letting me look up what all those words meant, because if I hadn't looked up what half the words meant, I would have been real lost. Today is Friday. I'm leaving tomorrow morning. I'm about 55, I think, percent in. This book is about a girl, our main character. I don't know her name. I never know the main character's name, like, ever. And every time they say the name, I'm like, who is that? And then I realize it's the main character. I never know the main character's name because they don't call themselves by their name. And it's not dual point of view, so you don't see her name in, like, the little chapter. So I do not know her name. But it's our main character. Oh, Hannah. Her name is Hannah. There we go. Our main character, Hannah, she's a bodyguard, but she's not like a macho. Like, whenever you think bodyguard, at least when I think bodyguard, I think like the bouncers at the clubs. Like, they're like the big dudes, tall, muscular, all that. But no, she's not that kind of bodyguard. She's like a trained ninja, fast, smart kind of bodyguard. You know what I mean? And she recently has gone through some sucky things with her relationship and her mom and things like that. So she's not in the best place. So her boss sends his employees to go travel the world. Not really travel the world, but like he sends them to go to these cool places like Madrid, Africa. I don't know. I can't think of examples right now. But he sends them to go to these really nice, cool places. And then they go and guard. What do they call them? They call them, I don't know. I forgot what they call them. They call the people they guard a certain name. But they go and guard these people that pay for them to guard them. And Hannah's like, you know, she's in a bad place. She wants to escape. She wants her boss to send her to like Madrid. She wants her boss to send her to Tanzania. I don't know. She wants her boss to send her somewhere crazy, but he ends up not sending her anywhere crazy. He ends up keeping her in Houston, which is crazy because I'm from Houston. And she's upset about it. And she's forced to bodyguard this really famous dude. His name is Jack Stapleton. And she's like forced to bodyguard him. She doesn't want to bodyguard him because she doesn't want to stay in Houston. She doesn't want to bodyguard somebody famous. Like she's just upset about the whole situation. She doesn't want to do it. And so she ends up having to go do that. She takes the job. She does it. And obviously they start, you know, falling in love, and then things get complicated because she's not supposed to fall in love with the person that she's bodyguarding, and she doesn't know whether to keep the job or lose the job. Like, you know, it's one of those, it's a cute little, I think it's YA rom-com. I really love it so much. I don't know what it is about it. It's just so fun. It's funny, it's witty, it's so cute. I love all the characters. I love books that give me perspectives on different jobs. It's like an actor. You know how like an actor, they can either be a pilot or they can be a teacher or they can be an astronaut and things like that. And to have this job, they have to learn about being an astronaut. They have to learn about being a teacher. They have to learn about being a race car driver. They have to learn about being, you know, whatever their role is. And I feel like with books, I'm able to experience that because I learn a lot about the job title that the character is in. And I find that so interesting and so fun. So now like I know what it's like to be a bodyguard. I know like well, I don't know, but like I have an idea, and I think that's a really cool perspective to have. And that's one of the reasons why I love books, because you get to see things that you wouldn't otherwise See? And now if somebody were to ask me about Bodyguard, I have the answer for you. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, let's read. I'm so excited. I'm gonna read, go get some lunch, and chill for the day. And we're gonna go home tomorrow and end off this video and post it. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. If you guys have made it this far into the video, comment a boat emoji. And I will see you guys in the montage. Inside because I feel like I was gonna die of heat stroke out there. I feel like I was gonna die of heat stroke out there. Hey guys, I'm back inside. It's a little bit later and I am going to be finishing this book. I'm gonna sit here and finish it. I'm about 59. I thought I was like 65. I'm 59% through. I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna try to finish it in one sitting, but if something happens to where I have to leave the room and go to a show or do something with my family, it happens. But I'm gonna try to finish this book. When I came inside, I went ahead and just finished editing a video. So now that I have that done, I feel more comfortable to sit back and read because I got the actual work stuff done. Now I can go back to vacation mode. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel really good about that. But anyways, let me get back on my grind and finish my book. Okay guys, so I finished The Bodyguard whenever I told you I was gonna sit and read and finish it. I finished it and it was so good, like oh my god. Something I really loved about it was there was no like third act breakup. I mean there kind of was, but it ended real quick, which I enjoyed, and it had like a good reason, like a very valid reason. So that was really the test, because I hate third act breakups. I feel like they're just so unnecessary. It's the same story every single time. Like it's always for the stupidest reason, but it wasn't on this book. And there was actually like a plot, there was twists, there was turns, there was cliffhangers. Like there was different parts of the book that made you want to come back. It wasn't just like a regular romance where it's just like, okay, they like each other but they can't be together. Okay, they finally get together. Okay, they break up. Okay, they're apart. Okay, they get back together. Okay, happy ending. No, it wasn't like that. Like it was like all over. It was just so good. And I got the 5-star feeling. I got the 5-star feeling. I loved it so much. It was so good. I feel like that's just a great way to end this video off, because I am leaving tomorrow morning and it's currently like 6 o'clock, so I'm not really gonna have enough time to read another book. So that concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just to recap, we read Ward D, Local Woman Missing, and The Bodyguard, and all three were amazing books. I loved all of them. Just because it was a 3-star doesn't mean I didn't like it. I think for me a 3-star is like, I liked it, I would recommend it, but it wasn't like, I'm not gonna remember it in 2-3 days from now, you know what I mean? So that's how like my rating scale kind of goes. And then 5-star of course is like tops everything ever. Like that was like a 6-star book. Like that book was so good. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will see you guys next week, or I don't know when I'm gonna see you guys, but I'm gonna see you guys soon for another video. And comment down below if you've read any of these books and what you guys' rating was for them. And then as always, my Goodreads is in the description box if you guys want to go check out what I read. And that about sums it up. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Bye!